Hello again, boys and girls. Gather around. I'm going to take you back to 1939 when our class went to the World's Fair in Flushing Meadow Park here in New York. Now, we went, of course, in a group, as I say, with the class. And I remember seeing a demonstration then of TV in 1939. In one room was a camera, and in the next room was a monitor. And miracles, the monitor showed what was happening in the next room. So what? It was only next door. What's the big deal? Be that as it may, we continued on, our group continued on. Now, some of us kids knew that some of the pavilions were giving away free candy. So, being kids that we were, when the group would pause, we'd rush into the nearest building, the nearest pavilion, and look for candy. Sometimes we get lucky, we grab a candy, we run out and rejoin the group. Now, the last time we did that, we came back out of the pavilion and the group was gone. Now, we later found out that the teacher that took us to the World's Fair was angry at us for running into these buildings, and she hastened the whole group away so that when we got out, there was no group. We looked this way and that way. I don't know how a whole class full of people could disappear, but so it seemed. So, there were 3, 4, 5 of us, I don't remember. Let's go home. So we walked towards the subway. And we were unsure that we were walking in the right direction. And lo and behold, we see a policeman. And we say, "Officer, is this the way to the subway?" And the officer says, "Are you lost?" So one of the kids, it wasn't me, I hope, said, "Yes, we are lost." So the policeman said, "Come with me." And he took us not to the subway, but to the station house, a special station house they had built on the fair. And naturally, we asked to make phone calls to get parents to take us back, get us out. And the policeman said, "You're only entitled to one phone call," referring to all of us. One phone call for the whole group. So that just about meant no phone calls. One kid did make a phone call, thank goodness. So we waited around and waited around. They wouldn't let us go. They wouldn't let us make a phone call. Time passed. I think we started out like 2 or 3, and now it was dark outside. And finally, one of the parents shows up in an automobile, and he takes all us kids home. Now that's pretty much the end of the story of how we spent our day at the 1939 World's Fair in New York. I have only one more thing to say. We should have asked for a lawyer. Bye.